Hello YouTube, welcome to Cav Chats, and today we are talking about the PARKLIFE Weekender. So last year my friend invited me to a fairly new festival in Manchester called the PARKLIFE Weekender. PARKLIFE's run by the same people who do Warehouse Project, which is the big rave nightclub that happens at the end of every year in Manchester. Launched in 2010, it's a 2-day festival with 140,000 people in the Manchester summer sun. In the same way the Warehouse Project does, PARKLIFE blends indie music, dance music and hip-hop music to create this cool combination that delivers what I think is one of the best small festivals out right now. Past lineups of synacts like Dizzy Rascal, ASAP Rocky, Snoop Dogg, Justice, Rudimental, Disclosure, Delphic, Foles, The Horrors, Johnny Marr and Maccabees. This year your PARKLIFE headliners are Disclosure and Rudimental, with other high profile sets from George Ezra, Ben Howard, Wu-Tang, Nas and Fatboy Slim. It's an insane lineup. So I'm going to run through a few acts that you may or may not know are playing that I'm particularly excited about, and if you get the chance, I definitely recommend you make the time to go see them. So my first pick is Bondax. They're playing early on in the day on the Chibuku 15th anniversary stage on the Saturday. Bondax popped up on my radar a couple of years ago, and they're probably my favourite thing about British dance music right now. Coming straight out of Lancaster, you got George Kay and Adam Townsend. They're an electronic DJ duo that have had plenty of airplay from the likes of Annie Mac, Nick Grimshaw, with tracks like Gold, All I See, Giving It All. It's very tropical, very elegant kind of dance music, but was still groovy and still funky. I caught these two at Glastonbury last year, and it was a very, very, very fun set. They played a lot of their own hits, but as well some treats thrown in, like Stardust Music Sounds Better With You, Mojo, Lady Hear Me Tonight. Their kind of sound goes hand in hand with the kind of aesthetic that PARKLIFE is putting out, and I for one cannot wait to see them in action again. Then you got Metronomy, second to last act on the Big Top stage on Saturday. I'm really, really excited to catch Metronomy. I've never seen them live before. Expect some slick electronic pop with Metronomy. I think if you're a big fan of Gorillaz, you're gonna have a really fun time at this set. When they were first starting out, they caught a buzz by supporting acts like CSS, Klaxons, Block Party. Early days for Metronomy were kind of just Joseph Mount DJ sets, until he chose to flesh it out with a live band. So you can already tell they're going to fit right at home at PARKLIFE. You'll find yourself having a boogie to Metronomy as opposed to starting a mosh pit. Elsewhere this year, you can catch them headlining Festival number 6, and they're also supporting Blur on their British Summertime show in Hyde Park. More on both of those later, by the way. Everything are playing, and they have a mid-afternoon slot on the Big Top stage on the Saturday. Right now, Everything are probably my favourite thing happening in Manchester at the moment. The thing with Manchester is it's very mudded in its music history. You'll hear a lot of talk about the amazing things that happened back in the day with like Oasis, Joy Division, Stone Roses, The Smiths, etc. But you don't hear too much about what's happening at the moment. Everything are local boys done good. After a strong start with Man Alive and into an even tighter produced effort with their follow-up, Art, the art rock 4-piece are currently putting out their third effort, Get to Heaven. I doubt you've been able to avoid the massive airplay that they've been getting off of Radio 1 for Distant Past, but no complaints here. That song is a summer anthem in the making, and I cannot wait to hear that in the summer sun at PARKLIFE. And finally, my last pick for PARKLIFE is Jungle, who are playing a mid-afternoon slot on the main stage on the Sunday. Jungle are one of those bands I will always recommend to anybody who isn't on it yet. Londoners Tom McFarlane and Josh Lloyd Watson have this really cool contemporary twist on soul with hits like Julia, Time, Busy Earning, The Heat, Platoon. It's either Grandad music with post-adolescent sensibilities, or post-adolescent music with Grandad sensibilities. I haven't worked it out yet, but regardless, it's still sick. I caught them live in February, and their live set really delivers. The duo fleshed out with a full live band to take their fairly rigid, fairly tight album sound and give it a richer, more captivating feel live. Most of their set was in silhouette, and I believe this kind of anonymity is Jungle's thing. It's died down now a bit, now that they've met with some success, but they largely build their visual aesthetic on other disciplines such as dance and art. My point is, the emphasis is on the music with Jungle. Jungle's the kind of band that it's probably not even necessary to physically watch them during the set. I can think of far worse summer moments than having a good boogie in the summer sun while Jungle is over there on the main stage playing out Busy Earning. So those are my top picks for PARKLIFE. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it all goes down in June. I'm sure it's going to be something really, really special. Be sure to catch this festival before it blows up, because I'm sure it's only a matter of time until it stops being Manchester's best kept secret, and it won't be long until it becomes a staple in the festival goers' summer schedule. So there's a few of mine, but who are you looking forward to at PARKLIFE Festival? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe while you're at it. Throughout summer, we're going to be doing plenty of these lineup breakdowns as we get nearer to each festival, so expect some for Glasgow, Festival, Latitude, Reading and Leeds. So be sure to subscribe and keep an eye out for those when they each drop. Otherwise, our next video is going to be called If You Do This at a Gig, You're Probably a Dick. I'm a pretty lenient guy when it comes to crazy shit happening at gigs. I think it even adds to the fun sometimes. But there's just some things that grind my gears that I thought it would be fun to rant about. So see you then.